there. So let's get started. But before I get into teaching you how to use this InDesign template, this template can save you heaps of time. Okay, instead of recreating it from scratch, you only have to use this template as a starting point and to recreate something totally new, or you could also use it as is, but just change a little bit of the colors, a bit of the logo, a bit of the text, and voila, you get a new design. As you know, time is precious, and that is why I created this template to help you guys to do your work quickly, to put it out there in your marketplace, and to make more ka-ching. Okay, so let's get into it. We'll go to your folder. I would like to explain the actual normal document for InDesign. As you can see, the ending is .indd, the file for InDesign. Okay, but for templates, it's a bit of a different text at the back of the file. Instead of .indd, it is called .indt. Okay, so that's a totally two different things. If you open a normal document like this one right now, it will give you the actual name. Sorry, I'll just do this. The actual name of the actual file. Okay, that is my original file that I created this template. But if I open a InDesign template, like I will show you right now, it will come up as untitled. So instead of replacing the actual file of the template, it gives you a different document, a new document. So you can open as many InDesign templates and it will come out a different file. Let's say I've done something wrong and I want to open another file, and I want to open another one, I can do so. Okay, so that is one of the benefits of having a template. So instead of doing all that over and over again, this is very useful. So I'll just delete this untitled too. Okay, so once you've opened the InDesign template, you will get a new file which is untitled. The first thing you need to do is save your file. You don't want to lose all your work, so save it any way you like. Okay, so I'll say Goal Setting Revamp. Okay, so currently I'm using Adobe CC. I might be probably putting it in different versions of InDesign. If you're using the older versions, I will also include it in the folder as well. Okay, the first thing you want to do is to look at it and see what you want to design. I'll start with the first one, okay, to keep it simple. Okay, let's say I want to redesign this first page, top 3 goals for whatever it is. So I don't like to see all these lines, so I like to put it to print preview. It gives you more of a better resolution to preview your artwork. And the first thing that you can do to make it different is changing the fonts. Alright, so we'll do that right now. So we change the fonts, and I'll just show you how different your design may look from the original one that I've created for you. Okay, let's choose a really fancy font. I really like the other one, Esperance. Okay, so, and then you can change the wording as well. So instead of top 3 goals for, you could put my amazing 3 goals for. Now, can you tell how different it's starting to look now? Okay, the font itself, changing the font itself is a big step to making your printable different and unique. Okay, second, maybe we could change, instead of putting a yellow color box, we could change the color to maybe purple. Okay, and then we could do something like putting a clip art behind this. Okay, what you can do with the clip art, for me personally, you can straight away open up your go to your resources file where you keep all your clip arts, and some people like to go to PNG and then to drop into the InDesign file. But I personally like to work in EPS, so I'll open the EPS file and open up in Illustrator. The reason being is because if I'm copy and pasting something small, I notice it will paste as a vector graphic, and vector graphics, each time you start to scale, yes, that's it, I just want that bounding box. If you start to scale as big as you want, you will notice the graphics are very clear. Okay, and for small graphics, if you do copy and paste into InDesign, you will get that vector field. Okay, you see, when you paste in InDesign, and if you have this dotted line around the sleeve, that is vector. Okay, so usually small files like this, small graphics like this, when you paste into InDesign, you will get it as a vector like this. And what is the benefits of that is that you are able to change the colors. Like just use this direct selection tool, click into it, you are able to change the colors of this if you like. Okay, but if we do try to put an image like this, into your file here, you won't be able to edit the insides of the sleeve because it's an image. Okay, and I also like to keep my graphics crisp, clear, and by doing so, it's putting vector graphics in my artwork instead of images. So this is another tip for you to make your graphics really good quality. Okay, so you do keep that in mind. Okay, we just press shift and then scale it down. All right, and put it behind here or put it outside, it's up to you. This one you can put bring it forward. You can put right click and arrange, bring to front. Okay, but I usually like the shortcut, but I'm just showing here's another option for you. Bring to front, and then you can maybe fill the field to white. Right. And if you want to do this, you can change all of them to purple. Okay. Then we'll change we'll just ungroup it, which is Control Shift G or Command Shift G. And then we can change the text to the new font that you've chosen. Okay, we'll change this color as well. Okay, and then maybe we'll change this to purple. If you want to keep it simple and you want to put another graphic or another clip art, you can, or just delete this, get another clip art like this one. Okay, I think. Alright. Okay, so basically we have one colored style, which is fine. And then we could go to your Illustrator and maybe find something. Alright, now I like to really make this design pop. So what we can do is we can go to your pattern, and I like to find something purple. This is beautiful. Maybe we'll use this one, okay? So what we can do is go to InDesign, use this option, rectangle frame tool. Usually this is the tool that you use when you want to put an image. So first you click here, and then you draw a bounding box all the way following the size of your page, which is 210 by 297. You can see right at the bottom there. Alright, that's A4 size, 210 by 297 mils. Alright, so we'll go to your patterns, and what I usually do is like for backgrounds, I usually I go to JPEG, right? And because the file is huge, it's a 3600 by 3600 pixels. That's huge, so I don't mind using that because I know the quality is good. Alright, so what you do is you hold and then just drag into that bounding box that you've just created. Alright, it's huge, right? So what you can do is just zoom out, then click here and click again inside where you get the little red bounding box that you can see. Use these keys, Control, Shift, and scale it down. Okay, let's try again on the top. We'll just zoom out again. So again, Control Shift or Command Shift, and then scale it down. Alright, I'll just zoom in again so you can see better. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So what you can do now is right click, go to Arrange, Send to Back, or Control Shift that back key, okay? So just showing you what you can do with this. It's amazing what you can do with this. Okay, so next we'll fill up this to be white, so it's see-through. So you just click here, go to the top, and click paper. You can do this the same. Instead of doing it repeatedly, you can just click here, press Shift, and click this one, and then press paper. Can you start to see now how amazing what you can do with a template instead of starting from scratch? Okay, and then next thing is you want to probably put something behind this so that it's so that these words will stand out. What you can do is you can create a different bounding box, and then create a white box behind it, white, and then remove the border. All right, or another way, the easiest way you can do it, instead of doing that, you can delete it. You try this. You just make it a little bit bigger and make it a little bit taller, and then what you can do is just fill the background with paper, so immediately it fills the background like that. Okay, and if you want a bit of a rounded edge, click on the white background and then click once on the yellow thing, and then you click here and bring it down like that. And you can see your the edges start to curve. Okay, so how you like it, you can do it. Right, and then if you do want to adjust the curves, you can always go to right up here. If you want to put bigger, again, or if you think it's too much, you can put it smaller, maybe 5. Alright, so that's how you do things, okay? That's how you do it. And then if you want to align center, go to here, align to margins or align to page, and then align center to the page. Okay, I think it's starting to show right now, which is totally what we want to do. And then we can change this this round thing into something else. Maybe keep it simple. So maybe we'll create a different another one. Maybe instead of a square or a circle, we can do a polygon. Okay, and then press shift. If you want the sides to be the same, we'll just use a polygon. Just keep it different. Okay, with 3 points. Press shift, and then we can move this away. You can put this white, and the color could be purple as well. Maybe the stroke a bit thicker. Yep, like this. And then just bring it to the front. Okay, I'm doing a shortcut here. Remember, you have to right click, arrange, and send it back or bring it to front. Okay, so you can do that, but I like my shortcuts because it just keeps things fast and easy for me. Alright, okay, that's one. We'll delete everything. Okay, you can always align the selection. So instead of aligning to the page, you just want to align with this selection only. Go. Still not really in the center, isn't it? So if it's going to be like this, we just center by eye. Sometimes it works best like this. Alright, don't have to be precise. Most of the time, I center using my eyes because sometimes it just doesn't look right on the page. Alright, so okay, what I did was I did too fast because I'm so used to doing it myself. Okay, so select both the number and the shape, and then press Alt on your keys on your keyboard, and then bring it down. So you basically Alt duplicates, and then when you press Shift, it sort of align to the middle. Okay, make sure your Alt and Shift together, and then you let go. Again, we'll try that in the next one on the bottom part. So again, Alt, click, and then press Shift, and you bring it down. It's very simple to do. Okay, and then you can change to number 2, change to number 3. And if you do want to make it thicker, you can't really see it. What you can do is to maybe put the color on the stroke as well. Okay, and then bring the stroke down to, where is the stroke? Okay, so we'll change your stroke. So highlight your number after changing the color. Okay, so to make your number thicker, especially if your font doesn't have an option of bold font, what you can do is put your color your stroke, okay, first, and then you adjust the stroke of your text. So I usually like to put to 0.25 or 0.5. You have to look at it to see. I think 0.5 is better, so you can do that. 0.5, and then you'll change the stroke to this color. Okay, perfect. And the same thing goes to this one. right? I think it's starting to see to really looking really different from the first one. And then if you don't want the background to be too dark, you can always click the background and maybe make it a little bit softer, or just change the opacity by clicking effects or going to Windows and going to effects. Okay, once you click these effects, it will show up in your toolbar on the right. Okay, so that's how you find the effects if you can't find it. And then change the opacity to maybe just lower it down a little bit. Alright, so you do want your box to stand out a little bit more. Okay, just delete this one. And to lock this background, I usually select the background and then Control L or Command L. And if you want to unlock, you have to Control Alt L. Okay, to unlock it. Okay, we'll do that. We'll lock it so it's nice and good. So we don't need this. That was an example. We're just testing out what you can do. Okay. So it's looking really good right now. We'll try again. Maybe we'll the opacity a little bit more because I quite like it nice and dark, but not too dark. And then you want to change your website. When you change your website, it's because you put an image on top. That's why you can't really see it. If I do increase the opacity, you wouldn't be able to see it at all. You know? So what you can do is, if you're going to really increase the opacity, I think what you can do is to create a different bounding box, a different text, just to put it on top here, just for the first page, especially when you have overlap backgrounds like that. And to space out, you can press Alt and the right button, space out like that. Change your text to something very easy to read. Okay, you can put maybe I like it a little bit darker, so I'll put I'll color my stroke and then change the stroke to 0.25. Yep, and then I like my design to be aligned center, and I'll double click in to align center the text, right? And then I'll go to my margins, align to margins. I'll put to align horizontal center, so it goes right at the middle, right? And then you want to make sure that this will be the same as the rest. So what I usually do is I'll copy and then go to pages, go under master page, select this page, and then Control Alt Shift V. That's to paste in place. Okay, but because this page was on the right side, so when I paste in place in the master page, it will also paste on the right side here. So what you can do is delete the background one. Oops. Just delete this background. Yeah, and then you can do this the same. So you can also just make sure that's in the middle. Edit this one and make sure this is in the middle. Alright, and that's all you have to do, and it will you will find that this will be in the center already. Okay, see, and it goes through all the other pages. So simple to do. It's so easy. That's why I love InDesign. There's so much you can do, so much you can create. Again, I like to make this the text a bit darker because I don't have an option for bold text. So this is another option you can do, and just bring it down a bit. A little bit more lower. 0.1. What do you think? Yep, much better. Much better. And you can see that it's totally different from the... So this is the original design. Simple and plain. And all you have to do is recreate this. Instead of creating from scratch, you can just change the text, put the big image, change the shapes, and put your website. And just that's all you need to do to revamp your design, to create a beautiful, amazing design, to fit your own style, and to make it your own. It's very simple to do. It is beautiful. You can do this too, and that is one of the most amazing things about using templates. Saves you time, saves you lots of energy. You don't have to think from scratch, and it's there for you to design straight away. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell button. I'll see you next time.